there everyone. For those of you that this is your first video watching, welcome. I hope you enjoy it and subscribe to watch so many more videos that I have on my channel. For those of you coming back, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about how to format documents using Word. I have this document open and we're going to play with its margins, columns, so much. So sit back and watch as we transform this document. First, I'm going to go up here to the Page Layout tab. And I'm going to change the margins. To do that, we go to our Page Setup group and select the Margins drop-down. And I'm going to go down here to Custom Margins because I want to put specific sizes on each side. I'm going to have the top and bottom be 0.7. I'm just hitting the arrow here, but you can also just type it in. And then I'm going to have the left and right be 0.7 as well. There we go. I'm going to keep it portrait, and that looks good. We're going to apply it to the whole document. I'm going to click OK. And we'll see that we were given more space in our document. I'm going to scroll out a little bit so you can see more. There we go. And if you want to see multiple pages while you're viewing your document, all you need to do is go to the View tab here. And see, right now I'm on one page. You can click on multiple pages and it will fit multiple pages within your screen. It's kind of small, it's harder to see, but that feature is available to you if you want a big picture view. I'm going to click back on the one page because I want to work one page at a time here. Scroll up. There we go. Now let's insert some page breaks. Now, as we type in a document, Word inserts automatic page breaks, also called soft page breaks, when we reach the bottom of a page. We can also force text onto the next page by using the break command to insert a manual page break, which is also called a hard page break. Now, for this document, we want the next page to start at a certain place, so let's apply this feature now. I'm going to scroll to the bottom of page 1, and in front of the word malaria, I'm going to click. I'm going to go to the Layout tab. And see here where it says breaks, I'm going to hit that drop down and then I'm going to select page. This one marks the point at which one page ends and the next page begins. And see, when I did that, it pushed this text immediately to the next page. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom of page 3, and here in front of preventative options, I'm going to click in front, go to breaks again, and enter another page break. Then I'm going to scroll down, there we go, and click in front of this insurance for travelers. Insert another break here. Now let's say that you entered a page break and you didn't mean to. Well, you can fix that. I'm going to go up to this first page break that we inserted, and I'm going to click over here in the left margin, and notice it's highlighting this line here. That's where our page break was. And if I hit delete, ta-da, it undoes it. So you can add the page breaks and remove them easily. And I'm going to scroll down and look for the heading medical, right here, medical kit and personal items. And then another way to insert a break would be Control Enter. And it will automatically move that down to the next page. So now if we look at an overall view, I'm going to go to View and Multiple Pages. We will see that we now have a 6-page document and that our headers are now moved primarily to the top of the pages. So it's coming along. Still a lot that needs to be done. Going back to one-page view, 100%. There we go. Scroll to the top. Okay. Now that was page breaks. Now let's talk about creating some sections and columns. Dividing a document into sections allows us to format each section of the document with different page layout settings. Section breaks are formatting marks that we can insert in a document to show the end of a section. So first I'm going to scroll down here, and this is our status bar at the very bottom. I'm going to right click on it, and this opens up our menu to customize our status bar. And right now I just want to make sure I have my section active. If we see up here it says section, it's checked. Very good. So I'm going to click out of it. If we go over here, we'll notice very bottom right, section. So right now it says we're in section 1. We're going to keep an eye on that as we start to format. I'm going to go up here to Home and turn on our paragraph marks. And then I'm going to click in front of the General Considerations heading. I'm going to click the Page Layout tab here, and then click the Breaks button once more to open up the drop-down options. This time I'm going to click Continuous. Now a continuous is a page break that starts a new section on the same page. So it's not going to force it to the next page, but it will create a break within the document itself. And see here, so if we printed, that would not show up. But for our purposes, we see section break continuous. Watch why this is important. Now that I have this section break in place, I can apply columns and it won't affect the top of the page. The columns will just work from this point down. So I'm going to click this columns drop down here, and I'm going to select more columns from the drop down. I'm going to click on 2 because I do want 2 columns, but the reason why I opened this up and didn't just select it from the drop down is because I want the spacing to be a specific number as well. I want the spacing to be 3, so I'm going to hit down until I get to 3. There we go. Once I've done that, notice here it says apply to this section. Very important, yes. And then I'm going to click OK. And ta-da, look. So this is untouched, still one column, but here after our continuous break, we have the document now reading in 2 columns. If we wanted to see the overall effect, we can once again go to View and then Multiple Pages, and we will see what it looks like. Now remember how we added some page breaks before. It shows those there. And I don't want this one here anymore, so I'm going to click over off to the side of it and hit Delete, and it will bring that text back up. And you know what? I want to remove this one as well. So I'm going to go back into one page view, scroll up, and since this page break is in a column, I can't click right here and hit delete. That's not going to work. So I'm going to highlight the whole page break and hit delete, and there we go. And I want to actually put the page break after this section here. I'm going to put it right here. Go to Layout, Breaks, Page, and there we go. Go back into my view, Multiple Pages. Excellent. So the document's really coming along. We're down to 4 pages, which is about right. Now let's insert some page numbers. Now if we want to number the pages of a multiple page document, we can insert a page number field to add a page number to each page. A field is a code that serves as a placeholder for data that changes in a document. Perfect example is a page number, and Word will automatically number all the pages of the document for us sequentially. So I'm going to go back to one page view again, go up to 100%. There we go. I'm going to scroll up to the top, and then I am going to click on Insert. And then over here in my header and footer group, I'm going to click the page number drop down. And it gives us the option. We could put the page number at the top of the page, at the bottom of the page, in the page margins, or the current position. I'm going to go at the bottom of the page. And then it will give us some options here. It asks us if we want it on the left, in the center, or on the right. I'm going to go with this one here, plain number 2, which is in the middle, and it will add that page number here at the bottom in our footer. Now if I scroll down, you will see it will have added it in the following pages as well. I didn't have to go in and type those numbers. It automatically did it when I applied it to the first page. Now you'll notice everything else turns light gray. That's because we are in our header and footer, which makes everything else inactive. If we click to close the header and footer here in the ribbon, or if I just double click anywhere in the document, it will close the footer, and then this text once again becomes active. If we scroll down, we will see that now this is light gray because our header and footers are inactive. If I double click in the footer, then once again that text turns dark and it's active, everything else light gray. So that's how we go back and forth within our headers and footers and add a page number. Now let's add a header. I'm going to scroll up here to the top, and then I'm going to double click in the header section in order to enter it. Now once I was in the header, it automatically opened up the header and footer design tab, and I'm going to click the drop down header here to get some built-in features. And see here, it will give you some different formatting options. We have left, then there's 3 columns, this one called Austin, and then Bandit. I'm actually going to go with the blank one, just wanted to show you that was there, and see how it gives us a type here field. Where it says type here, I'm going to click in the box, and then I'm going to type healthy traveler, travel, and health information from Quest Specialty Travel. Once typed, I'm going to triple click to select the whole sentence, and then I'm going to click on the Home tab in order to get some more formatting options. I'm going to change the font to Berlin Sans FB Demi, and then I'm going to change the color to the Orange Accent 2. I'm going to center the text, and then I'm going to add a bottom border. Now I'm going to click over here on the Design tab for the header and footer in the ribbon, and then I'm going to click on Go to Footer, and it will automatically jump down to the footer section. I'm going to select the one, which will open up the mini toolbar, and I'm going to change the font to the same option, which is the Berlin Sans FB Demi, and I'm going to change the color to that same orange color. There we go, looking good. I'm going to double click in the center section to get out of the header and footer and close it. And there we go. Our document's looking really good. But you know what I'm noticing? I already have a title at the top of my first page. It says Healthy Traveler. It says Quest Specialty Travel. So the header seems pretty redundant on the first page, but I think it would look really nice on the remaining pages. Because if we go down here, yeah, that looks nice. So, you know, we can actually make it so that this header starts on page 2. I'm going to go up here and double click to reopen the header, which automatically opens up my Design tab here. And see here, notice in my options, there's this box that's unchecked that says different first page. I'm going to click on that box, and you notice what happened? Unclick it. There's the header. Click it again. Where did it go? It moved it down. I'm going to go ahead and click close, scroll down, and there it is. So the header started on page 2. Very nice. Once again, this tip is very handy when it comes to formatting title pages for essays. A lot of times your instructor will want a cover page and then they want the header to start on the following pages, and that's how we can accomplish that in Word. You open up your header and footer and click that box that says different first page. And that does it for headers and footers and this video. In our next video, we're going to continue talking about how to format documents. Be sure to come back for that one. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.